TalentedOnes Radio, hashtag TO Radio, hashtag TOmedia, hashtag too many hashtags, keep hashtagging out. And we're back, man. Jay Shep, and man, we're back with another interview, guys. Look here. I'm looking at these cameras right here, this one, and then the other one's pointing at my guest over there. But we're back with another interview, and this time it's a little different. You know, we normally have artists, we've had actors, we've had, well, technically this is a business owner. But this is a little different this time. Normally it's clothing, but this time it's jewelry. I'm talking about one of the young guys in the jewelry game in Houston. Obviously, you know, in Houston, when you think of jewelry, you think of Johnny Dang. But I think for now, my generation, the younger generation, you got this guy right here, Rondo, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
How you doing, bro? You young in the jewelry game out here. I've been seeing you make some people's chains, do some stuff up for some people. Getting some names behind you. I think I want to really ask you, bro, is like, how does someone get into the jewelry industry? Like, how does that even come about?
Yeah, so a lot of people be asking me all the time, be like, damn, what made you this and that? But I guess, first of all, it's just will. Like, you got to be willing to, you know what I'm saying, go out there, talk to people, because a lot of people is like business owned. Mm-hmm. You know, like you said, Johnny Dang, he's been in the business for like multiple years, so they don't really want to just bring people in just like random people because they don't know your intentions. So me, I had to do some research. I was like, dang, I want to be a jeweler. I want to do it. Like, let me look up the biggest jewelers in Houston. Mm-hmm. So, and of course, Johnny Dang was one of them. King Johnny's, like Nick, Iceman Nick, all of them. So I started hitting them up like on Instagram, like trying to get connected with them. But you know, they big, so they not replying to me. They just probably like looking at my stuff. So I'm like, okay, bet. So where they're located at, and everybody in Houston, like the jewelers, most jewelers are in Sharpstown, because that's the jewelry building, jewelry center, jewelry exchange. True. So I go up there, and I'm just asking around, like from jewelry store to jewelry store, and I'm like, are y'all taking people in? Like, you know, y'all, I'm trying to learn this and that, or do y'all know where I can go to like learn? They was like, nah, we don't take people in, like, you know, just trying to like, you know,
trying to finish your work.
Yeah. So I finally go to this one place and I'm trying to go in and the security guard's like, nah, you can't come in here, like, you need to, like, they don't know you, like, whatever. I'm like, dang, okay. So I'm like, I asked him, I'm like, do you know where I can, like, go to, like, learn jewelry and whatever? He's like, you know what, go try this guy over there in the corner. It was this guy, like, the whole mall is empty. I guess they were about to close. Mm-hmm. It was this one guy there, so I go up to him and I'm like, hey, security guard told me to come over here and talk to you. I'm trying to learn jewelry, this and that. He was like, I actually just had somebody leave like a week ago, something like that. He was like, so if you want, you can come and start like soon, like just come back and check with me like in a week or so. I'm like, bet. So I go up there next week. He like just come in 2 weeks. I'm like, bet. And I go 2 weeks. He like, just come like some. But he kept like extending it. Right. And it was for the same reason, like, you know, I told you they're not just gonna bring anybody in. So I guess
he was just trying to see if
you so he saw that I was consistent, like kept coming back for like, kid you not, like half a year, like just trying to get come into the game, whatever. So finally he's like, you know what, come this day, we're moving shops, we're getting a bigger shop, you can start there. So I guess that's how I started, like helped him move all his stuff, and then after that we just started like
it's kind of like dude gave you opportunity, a little internship to see if you gonna really do it or not. I think it's kind of like the jewelry industry. What I've like peeped is kind of interesting because it's like, one, you got getting in the game, and then two, then someone got to teach you how to start making stuff, the gold and everything like that. Like, what was like? I don't need you to give away your sauce, but like, what's the hardest part that you figured out like right now for you? What was your hardest part like figuring out in the jewelry game, like how you just to start off and everything like that? Was it making it, or
it's a lot of things? I think making it, actually finding the connections for the thing, because it's like each individual thing. Mm-hmm. You gotta be able to know where to get the supplies for everything, like materials. And that's even worse than getting into the game, like finding people to be like, oh, you can get diamonds from such and such. You can get gold, like pure gold, 24 gold from such and such. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just being able to get like the connects to be able to do your art type, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, man. I guess it's just, that. Just like finding that connects to like be able to do the stuff that you want, like the supplies, the material.
Right. I think that seems like that'll be real hard just because like I said, I'm a oblivious guy over here to it. But I would think that'd be hard, like, oh, now you need a diamond guy, you need a gold guy, a silver guy. and everything like that, and no one wants to give up their sauce because no one wants you to.
Once you like be a competition, it's a competition at the end of the day. It's a business, and my thing is like it's enough for everybody to go around, but you know, a lot of people don't see it that way. So it's like, oh, I'm not gonna, you know, just like people don't want to bring you in. It's the same like when it comes to like, cause the guy that I was working with, well, I still work with him, but he's like, there's a lot of stuff that I don't know that he gets from. Like, you know, I just see the stuff in front of me whenever I get it, like the gold, the diamonds, and this and that. But it's like, it took a while for me to finally, like, I had to go out and venture myself, or just like see and listen, like, oh, I got it from such and such, like him having conversations here and there. They're not like, hey, you can get this from here, you can get this from here. Like, nobody finna just give that away, you know?
That's the sauce. Like, no one's trying to get
it. It takes years, like, for people to develop it, so it's like, you know, they're not finna just give away their secrets, like.
No, that's true. That's true. And then so, all right. So you gotten connected in. You started working, doing your stuff. Like, how do you start building clientele then? Because now you like the new kid on the block.
Yeah.
It's almost like, do you just start like, hey, yo, I can make your chain here, or is it just like you just start making freestyle pieces and showing people?
So I definitely had to, like, you can't just be like, hey, I do this and that without having something to show for it.
Right.
So we specialize on grills. So I started with grills. I was like, every grill that I would make, I wouldn't have like, you know, like clients for it, but the person that I was working for, he had the clients. So it's like every grill I would make, take a video of it, be like, hey, making grills, like come shop, whatever. And I don't have a lot of followings on Instagram and stuff like that, but it's like a lot of people know me. So
word of mouth.
Yeah,
that's still money.
Yeah. So I was just like posting on Instagram, and then people just start asking like, hey, how much, like, you know. And then at first I'm pretty sure they were like, oh, he's just like playing around, like, hey, this ain't no serious. But I guess since like they saw me posting like all the time, like, hey, come shop. People just started asking like, hey, like, let me come, like this and that. That's how I've been growing. And I made an Instagram page for my jewelry, and most of my business comes from that now. Social media.
Word of mouth, social media, that's really gonna do it. Yeah. Especially word of mouth. I think a lot of people don't cherish not social media. A lot of people don't cherish like word of mouth as much anymore, like just because of social media. But like if I know you and I know, you know, shout out to Mason on the camera right there, and then someone else, and I push 1, 2, 3 out to y'all, and y'all actually purchase it, that's still bread instead of saying like, oh, I get 100 likes on a grill, but no one comments or no one says nothing.
Not making no money over it.
Right, I feel it.
So yeah, definitely word of mouth is my, like, I'd rather word of mouth than social media, because like you said, somebody can see it and not buy it. But word of mouth is like, dang, like they looking at it, they're like, yeah, it was good process, like good client service, you know, everything. So it's like, I'm gonna go to him.
Right, I think a lot of people think that like your following equates to money, and that doesn't work like that.
I feel like it does in a sense, because there's been a lot of times, I feel like with jewelry at least, because with me personally, like, I don't have a lot of followers on my jewelry page.
Right.
So then people see another jeweler with a whole bunch of followers, they're like, oh, it must be a reason why you don't have that many followers. Like, it's work, you know? So I feel like it's half and half. Like, sometimes it do. Just, you know, social media, like, moves people. Like, it just changes people's minds.
It shows, like, okay, I feel like it shows people, like, oh, like, it seems like that somebody's work might be better because of the following, but it's not really.
It's not
the case.
But that's how people see it.
It's the aesthetic.
You know, the generation we're in, that's how they see it nowadays. Like,
yeah, like if someone has, let's take for example, someone has 15K followers on the business page, and another person has 500 followers on their business page. You're gonna think the 15K follower page is better. Yeah. But let's say the 500 page one does business better than 15K. You wouldn't know that because you're going off the aesthetic. Exactly. Like I said, I get it. Yeah. Still a little weird to me. Maybe it's because I'm old, young.
Yeah. No, I feel you. But yeah, because there's been a lot of like, well, I've had a couple clients that have gone to like big time jewelers, or they have a big following on Instagram, whatever. Because they're like, oh, they do it for whatever. So they go to them, and then they come back to me, and they're like, hey, so and so is taking so long. Like, I don't like it. Like, they're not treating me good. This and that and that. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get you right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what you're talking about goes into play. Like,
for sure. Who do you I would say what occupation, but like, who do you think comes to you more? Like, is it like athletes? Is it artists? Is it just?
Honestly, it's been athletes to me. Like, I wanted to do artists, like rappers and stuff like that, but it's been like definitely like athletes that have been like college students, like college athletes. I got a couple of like clients in the NFL too. Right. But yeah, I've never really done like artists like that. Like, I want to though.
Shoot, it's coming. Alright, shoot. I'm gonna push out to some of the people who watch TO, a bunch of artists, you know, we tapped into the artists out here. So a bunch of artists, look, Rondo gonna be here to get your chains, get your grills right. Make sure y'all go to him, Houston's own. Y'all need to go ahead and tap into that. I just throw it quick plug, man, might as well. You did my partner, Chef Hoppy's chain out of Dallas. Shout out to them. That was clean. He don't know this right now, everybody. Hold on. Hey, man, talk to the band real quick. We're gonna do improv. Real quick. I wanna reach it. Toss. Bow. Alright, he don't know this, but this is going on the chain already. This logo right here is gonna go on the chain pretty soon. But it's funny, so a question I do ask everybody on TO, on TalentedOnes, is a question about their journey to the destination.